Interview data from 3 participants who attended school between 1985 and 2026 was collected and compared about how classroom layouts and playgrounds shaped learning, play, and social interaction within primary schools. The research was based on interviews with 3 participants from different generations and schooling contexts. Rowena, who attended primary school from 1985 to 1991 at an average-sized public school. Participant H, who attended primary school from 2009 to 2015 at a 15-student rural school in Neville. And Participant C, who attended primary school from 2020 to 2026 at a large, private K-12 school in Sydney. This allowed comparison across public, rural, and private school environments, as well as across different school sizes, decades, and structures. The interviews showed changes in classroom layout. In the 1985 to 1991 public school, desks were grouped in sixes, encouraging collaboration. In the rural school from 2009 to 2015, desks were arranged in a U-shape, which supported visibility and closeness within a very small, multi-age class. In the 2020 to 2026 private school, desks were mostly arranged in rows, although sometimes moved, having a more structured layout. Research shows that seating arrangements can influence children's cognitive processes and classroom behaviour. Across all 3 decades, student artwork and academic posters remained a consistent feature. Playground spaces also changed across the 3 decades. The 1985 to 1991 school had separate play areas for younger and older students, with multiple sports spaces and a borrowing room for equipment. The 2009 to 2015 school had an open field where the entire school played together, creating a more shared and connected environment. The 2020 to 2026 private school separated primary and high school students and relied more on fixed play equipment. The most surprising finding was the continuity across all decades. Even though classroom layouts and playground structures changed, student artwork remained displayed in classroom across all 3 periods, and children still played collaboratively outside. This challenged the idea that schooling has changed completely and instead shows that some aspects of primary school life have stayed consistent. Research on classroom displays suggests that visual displays can support deeper thinking and learning, which helps explain why student artwork remains important in classroom spaces. Across all 3 interviews, student artwork and outdoor play remained central parts of primary school life. However, the differences were also seen. The 1985 to 1991 school was collaborative and resource-rich. The 2009 to 2015 rural school was intimate and flexible, and the 2020 to 2026 private school was larger, more structured, and seems to be socially more complex. These differences show how physical environments can reflect broader changes in teaching, school organisation, and student experience. The contrast between the 3 settings also shows that physical environment can influence the type of relationships that develop within a school. Smaller and more open environments appeared to encourage shared experiences and closer interaction, while larger and more structured spaces seem to create a more segmented and socially complex experience for students. Research has shown that learning environments influence students' learning experiences, which supports the idea that school spaces shape more than just academic learning. Overall, the interviews help to show that physical learning environments do a lot more than just provide a place for learning. They shape teaching choices, engagement, and social interaction. While school spaces became more structured, the continued presence of student artwork and collaborative play shows that important aspects of primary education have remained consistent.